about 5 minutes or so to talk about my world trip. And we can start right here. I traveled as a backpacker, and that's why we talk about that so much today, because I loved it. I had a great trip. Are you okay, Sarah? Tak været dybt. Det værste. Okay. Yes. I traveled as a backpacker. I did this world trip, as I call it, because I actually traveled around the world in 6 months. Okay. I traveled in 2008, started in August, and then I came home back to Denmark in January 2009. So that meant I could take 6 months out of my calendar and I could just throw them away. If I speak too quickly, or I say something that you don't understand, please say something, okay? Sarah?
What should I do? What are you?
If I traveled alone?
Yeah.
No. I traveled with a girlfriend, a very good friend of mine. Yes. Okay, so I was gone 6 months, and that meant that I had to be abroad for Christmas and for New Year's Eve as well. So there was no Christmas tree for me that year. There was no family Christmas dinner. I was with my friend traveling. And that was my first year, actually, not being home with my family. So that was the first thing I was a little bit afraid of when I went out. I traveled with the Kilroy Travels. Have anybody heard that name before?
No.
No? It's a company that specializes in making these kinds of trips for young people. So we called them and said, okay, we wanted to go there and there and there. Can you tell us a little bit about how it is to travel in those countries? And then we made a plan for our travel. And that's what maybe is not so, if you have to say, what is a backpacker? A backpacker, a little bit, as we talked about, they go maybe places random. Do you understand the word random?
Yep.
Yes? Can anybody tell me what that means in Danish? Tilfældigt. Yeah. You could say that a backpacker goes random places. But we did actually, we planned where we would go beforehand, okay? So maybe we were not 100% backpackers. But we did travel with a big backpack on our backs. Look.
How much did the cost?
I can maybe scare you with this. What do you want? 32,000 kroners for the trip, just for the tickets, just for the airplane tickets only. Everything, all the sightseeing, for example, all the monuments or everything, that also cost money. So that was extra. Okay, what else? What countries did I go to? Some girls asked me in the break, where did you go? Where did you go? And I was like, oh, I can't tell you right now. That's going to wait until we are together again. Okay, here. I went to Brazil. Does anybody know where that is?
Yes.
Raise your hand if you know where it is placed in the world. Nina?
Brasilien.
Yeah, where is it? On which continent?
Ja, det er vi skal på.
Nej? Du ved godt, hvad jeg spørger om, ikke? Ja. Så hvad spørger jeg om?
Hvor det ligger henne, altså hvilken, hvor henne i land eller i verden eller noget.
Ja. kontinent faktisk. Ja, det vil sige. Mathias?
In South America.
Perfect, yes. Brazil is placed in South America. Argentina I went to as well. Where is that? Isabella?
South America.
Yes. We should have a map actually right now, but it's good that you know it. Oh, that's true, yes. If we need it. Then I went to Cuba. Does anybody know where that is? No? South America, and you go a little bit up north. It's between South America and the United States. Mexico, went to Mexico, lovely. You know, actually, it's a funny story. I had to go to Mexico because I could not travel directly from Cuba to the United States. Has anybody heard about that and why it is? No? They've actually made a rule that you cannot go or fly directly from Cuba to the United States, or the other way. You have to have had a country or been in a country in between. Very weird, but it's something they got, a conflict they have. Then I went to New Zealand. So I went all the other way around the world to go to New Zealand. And then, of course, Australia. Lovely. And then Hong Kong. So I have a little bit of Asia, not much. Okay. Just to show some pictures from my trip, Isabella.
You said that you traveled by plane.
Yes, I travel by plane most of the time. I did not hitchhike on this backpacking trip. I took a plane. I traveled with my backpack, but in between or in the countries, we did different things. We took some buses, we took some boats, we did all we could, experience. We tried everything.
Is that your own pictures?
These are my own pictures, yeah, from my trip. Yes. But yeah, I can see that you probably are noticing now. Is she a real backpacker then? If she travels by plane. Eh? And she has already planned everything before she goes. It can probably be a good discussion here now, if I really was a backpacker. But that we'll come back to that. What is a backpacker? When are you a backpacker? I don't think there's one definition. You know what I mean when I say that?
Yes.
Nogen kan forklare? Definition. Ved vi?
Jeg kan bestemt måde.
Ja. Det tror jeg i hvert fald ikke, der er nogen bestemt måde, man kan være en backpacker. Men jeg synes, Magnus gav en rimelig god forklaring tidligere på, hvad en backpacker kunne være, for eksempel. Ja. So, these are my own pictures. I did some volunteer work. Does anybody know what that is? Volunteer. Anybody seen that work before? Jessica?
Er det ligesom at tilbyde sin hjælp?
Ja, det er et meget flot udtryk. Jo, tilbyder sin hjælp. Men man gør det faktisk, man tilbyder dem gratis. Så man er frivillig. Og det var det, jeg var. I was volunteering in Brazil, in Rio de Janeiro. I went and worked at an orphanage with some small children. I did børnehjem. Yes, and these are just some pictures of the beautiful nature of Brazil. This is a monument, you could call it, and it is placed in Rio de Janeiro. It's some funny facts about that. It's about 40 meters tall, and it's placed in the center of Rio de Janeiro, on the mountain top. Very beautiful, and very big. feel so small when you're standing right beside him. Can you see who it is? Steve? Jesus Christ, yes. Yes, it's called Christ the Redeemer. And that is its name. Okay. I'm going over time now, so I have to hurry up now. Then I traveled down to South Brazil and saw this waterfall here called Iguazu Falls. One of the biggest waterfalls in the world. Very beautiful. Australia, kangaroo. I saw Sydney. Here we have me. Me. There. You see me? Very small. And what is this building? Oh, building? Yes. Anybody? Let's see it. Come on. Opera? Yeah. Yeah. Definitely. Yeah. Opera House? Yeah. Perfect. Yes. It's the Sydney Opera House. Definitely. Actually, who made that? You don't need to mention the name. Just, who was he? Everybody. Yeah. Tara?
Danish.
Yeah, Danish architect. Yeah. Perfect, yeah. I can't even remember his name now. I knew you knew. Of course you did. Yes. I just wanted to point out that it was a Danish person. So I felt very important when I was in Sydney. Yes. And this is the city of Sydney here. Perfect. Just a bigger house. Okay. Any questions for my trip? Do you think I went as a backpacker? Huh? No? I traveled with a backpack. I was away for a very long time. I lived in cheap hostels. Does anybody know what a hostel is? Yeah? It's actually a hotel, but a cheap, low-budget hotel. So it's actually made especially for backpackers, for people that travel on a budget. Can anybody tell me what I'm saying now? What does that mean? Traveling on a budget? Really?
At man rejser på budget, at man ikke bruger umiddelbart, altså alle penge med det.
Lige præcis. Så sådan en rimelig lavbudget rejse fordi jeg får 30.000, ikke, som udgangspunkt, og så er der altså ikke ret meget mere at gøre godt med. Welcome. Yes. Okay, I think that's enough. Now, we will do a little bit of work in the groups. And the thing that we're going to do is that we're going to do some group work where we're going to take some different real-life stories from some backpackers who have been out traveling as a backpacker. And these are some adventures. I have 6 different adventures or stories that I will divide out in 6 groups. So you get each group gets a story, okay? It's about a page, and the thing I want you to do is to read it together and understand it, okay? So what is really important for me and for you is that you work together in the group and you help each other, okay? Samarbejde om det her. Det er rigtig vigtigt, fordi jeg vil rigtig gerne have, at vi får det her miljø, hvor vi kan hjælpe hinanden til at forstå nu for eksempel den her tekst. Okay? Jeg har selvfølgelig været i gang her, og jeg har allerede lavet grupperne. This is a picture from one of the stories. A man there volunteering. The groups. I want you to stay in this classroom while working because we only have 20 minutes to go before the class is over. There are 6 groups. First group here is Ludwig, Mille, and Michelle, and so on. I want you to take maybe 2 tables together and find each other. So maybe if we do some practical things here, maybe group 1, they go here, okay? And we go like that until you're placed, okay? Har alle forstået det her? Vi deler jer nu op i de her 6 grupper. Vi kigger herop, placerer jer, finder hinanden. Og så går vi sådan lidt slavisk til værks med, hvor I sætter jer, okay? Så vi har lidt styr på det. Så har jeg nogle papirer, jeg gerne vil dele ud, selvfølgelig. Det er jo tekst, så I skal have teksten. Og der er et arbejdskort med. Så for eksempel har jeg en bunke her til den første gruppe. Det første papir er sådan en workseddel her, hvor I simpelthen, der er 4 opgaver, og I skal bare nå så langt I kan nå i dag. Ikke noget med at jagte det igennem, fordi torsdag har vi igen, okay? Thursday we're going to work and finish this, hopefully. So there are 4 different tasks here. Opgaver. Og 5 minutter i halv, der skal jeg have en repræsentant op for hver gruppe, der lige kommer op og fortæller mig, hvor langt I er nået. Så jeg har styr på, hvor meget jeg har fået lavet i dag, og hvor meget tid, der skal sættes af til det næste gang. Okay? Og så er teksten nummer 2 side, og nummer 3 side er glossary. Gloselisten. Men den er ikke helt færdig, gloselisten. Jeg har kun valgt nogle ord, som jeg synes, dem kan jeg godt give jer. Og så har jeg valgt at lade nogle være til jer, som vi skal snakke om. Men det står alt sammen på det første stykke papir. Så det er selvfølgelig det første, I lige læser sammen i gruppen. Okay? Og samarbejde med, hjælp hinanden, søde mod hinanden. Og være åben og give plads til forslag. Okay? Og så hvis I har nogle spørgsmål, så spørger I stille og roligt efter mig herinde. Og hvis ikke, så kan vi lave sådan et system heroppe, hvor man skriver sig på, hvis man skal have hjælp. Så begynder at blive mange, der skal have hjælp. Okay? Og så tager jeg sådan en rækkefølge. Så er det en, der skal op og skrive på heroppe. Så åbner jeg lige sådan en tavle, I kan skrive på. Okay? Are we happy?
Yes.
Yay! Okay, so group 1. You place yourself over here. And so on. Maybe group 2 can go there. 3, 4, 5, 6, okay? And look over here, group 1. Anybody who's going to see their name? Yeah. So sit down.